Hi and welcome to my playhouse. And today we are going on a road trip or a ferry trip, whatever trip. I'm going on a trip to Sweden to pick up a server that a subscriber has offered me. And the only catch was that I had to arrange shipping of it. And I did some thing looking at what the post office thing would, well, what would shipping cost if I didn't have to do anything else than pay for it. And that would be about 500 Danish kroners, which is about probably $80 maybe ish. But I found out that there's a really good offer on the ferry, and the dude from Sweden, who's called Björn, lives just on the other side of the ferry that sails like 25-30 minutes from here. And so I'm gonna go and take the ferry over there to Sweden, meet him at the ferry thing, don't know what that's called, harbor, yeah, ferry harbor, what, and get the new server, and I'm gonna take the ferry back. It's a 4-hour ferry sail, so it's gonna be quite fun-ish. So I'm bringing a lot of equipment over here, so let's see what I'm bringing. I'm bringing back the server, so I decided I wanted to bring a trolley like this. I have been using this for transporting servers before, which is actually why it's bent. At work, I was transporting some servers in their boxes and I actually dropped them. The servers worked fine, they had no moving parts, no discs in it, but the trolley took damage. Wow. So it doesn't fold together right now. And I see that, yeah, if you're a patron, there will be a video. I have just made this video on Patreon, so if you're on Patreon, you'll have that in seconds. Well, that's last week if you're watching this now. So patrons, you already have this. So, but I've put my PC back on here, and down here I have my Lenovo laptop, room for the camera here. Have my, well, I have borrowed my work headphones. I'm on vacation, so I have a power bank, and I have this. This is the new. Let's just see that. This is not a one-hand job. I put it in a sock because I don't have a carrying case for it. Okay, it's not working very well. This is the little TV here. It's not a TV, it's a PC. It's kind of a tablet PC, and I am very fond of this, so I'm bringing that along too. And I can just tell everybody that I got a new phone too. I got a lot of new awesome crap. This one is my work phone. I had a really hard time convincing my boss that I needed a new telephone, because before I had the iPhone 5, and I take really good care of my stuff, like putting it in a sock to protect it. So my iPhone 5 looked almost new. So I had a really hard time explaining to him that I really needed a new one because it was almost 5 years old. And I had actually gotten the first apps that wouldn't run on it. So, well, I'm packing up, getting ready to go. Okay, ready to go. Let's see if this fits. Oh, it doesn't fit. It kind of fits. That's okay. That's cool. Okay. Need to put the camera in the case. I'm not gonna film the trip. I might film the way back, but I'm actually running late. Okay, I think I made it, and I think I'm okay on time again. Somewhere over here the ferry is coming in, I'm guessing. The reason that I'm taking the ferry is really that the transport of the server would cost 500 Danish kroners, and the ferry ticket, return ticket for just one day, that was just 105 Danish kroners. So I get a trip out of it as well. So please like this video. It's a opportunity for me to remember, to ask you to remember to like the video. I think it's too windy here, so we have to go figure out where to go onto the ferry. And there is two ferries. There's one for an island called Grenå-Varberg, and there's one for Sweden. And the one for Sweden is marked with blue. It's a little bit windy today. It's not a good thing because I'm not very seaworthy. I get seasick. I hope I'm gonna be good. Okay, there seems to be a little less wind over here. It seems that the ferry is called Stena Nautica. I have no idea if I'm saying that right, but well, a normal trip is 165 kronas each way, but they have this offer on a one-day trip. If you go forth and back the same day, well, it was only 50 kronas one way and 55 kronas the other way, and that was really cheap. I hope it's worth the money. And it seems that I have to go up that tower to get on board, together with a handful of other people. I don't know how many people there will be on this ferry, but well, it doesn't look to be too crowded, but I can see how many cars are ready to drive on board. Okay, I got in. There is passport control on the ferry to Sweden. That's a new thing. I think I'll take the staircase going over here, and I will be taking the elevator going back down when I come back, because then I'll be having the server. This one is manageable, so going up. Did I mention that I'm really out of shape? Probably not. Why should I? We might have some time for a little bit of a view here. Now they mention that the floor is wet. Thank you.
Given by the crew. Vi på Stena Line önskar er en säker och trevlig resa.
Stena Line wish you a safe and pleasant voyage.
Thank you. Okay, there is a lot of noise aboard here, but we are taking this trip from there and to there. Apparently they go other places too. Oh, just that tiny little one. You can become really poor on a trip like this. Ooh, Pac-Man. 10 crowns. Holy crap, that has become expensive. Okay, you can actually go up on the deck here. It's rather nice up here. It's not sunny today, but well, it's not bad weather either. So I've been strolling around up here, and there is even, oh, that's a nasty chair, but there is chairs that you can put in a 10 kroner coin, and you can borrow that, and you get your 10 kronas back when you deliver the chair back. We're going that way. So let's go down through the boat and see what people are doing. Kind of, we can. benches and stuff. It's really nice to go out and stretch your legs a little bit, so that's kind of cool. So everything is closing up now and everybody is waiting to get down to their cars, and that will probably be announced in just a second or two. We are kind of in the harbor now, and some big thing is over there, and I'm sure we are just about ready to dock with the harbor. Seems we're going in backwards, but there's probably a good plan. I'm going out over here because I'm walking aboard. That seems to be the docking for the people walking out of here, and I think it needs to go further that way, but I'm not an expert. In here is the harbor. The city of Varberg has about 27,000 inhabitants. Oh, yeah. Now it's going further, so I think we'll be there in just a little bit. Okay, I got off board and I even met with Björn here, who is gonna give me this awesome server that he has offered me. At least I hope so. Yeah, we're gonna go visit his car and check that out. It's very noisy here. The ferry is off-ramping all these cars, but it's very next to the very beautiful whatever that is.
It's the small
the harbor.
small boat harbor.
Harbor, yeah, and the German flag and the Norwegian flag and the Swedish flag and the Danish flag. Very well represented here. It's parking somewhere where we are only allowed to be 13 minutes. So we're gonna move the car just a little bit. So Björn, how many of my videos have you really seen?
I've seen most of the ones with your data center and when you do something with servers, but I haven't really watched your renovating of the PlayHouse.
Yeah, the server videos are the most popular videos, so you're not the only one.
I think it's for children to sit in.
That's my guess too. It does look like a shoe, maybe a...
It's a chicken. Boats, the harbor.
Yeah. It looks like the shoes that they have in Holland.
Yeah. The clogs or whatever they call it.
I don't know what they call it in the Netherlands. I'm sure someone will tell me. Viking.
This boat goes over to... it's not an island, but it's a peninsula.
Okay.
Just over the other side of the bay. In the sauna, and they jump in ice cold water and then go back up.
I'm told now that this is a cold bath house and it's very popular, especially in the winter, and there are saunas in there. I don't think that Björn is selling that very well. I might be a Viking, but I do like baths. And up here we have some, it looks like a castle of some kind.
It's the Varberg fort.
It's a fort. Okay. Here's a bit of artwork.
Sort of designer
Education.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, this is advanced. Camera on a stick.
Yeah.
Well, time has flied over here and I have to go back already, so I have to go with Björn and pick up the server that he's offering me, and I'm very excited to see what it is. I have kind of teased it in the video description, so it's not going to be a surprise to you. Sorry. Björn and me has just taken this server. It's wrapped, but Björn is telling me what is in it, and I'm not gonna reveal that yet because I have booked a cabin on the ferry on the way back, so we're gonna have a look at that there. But I will actually have to say goodbye to Björn already because the ferry leaves and it's gonna leave without me. So I think we can try and do this awesome trick again. Get Björn in the picture while we say goodbye. Anything to say to the world, Björn?
No.
No? Thank you very much for the server and
Not a
this
problem.
opportunity to go to Sweden and pick up awesome stuff. So thank you, Björn.
No problem.
Okay, we're trying to get on the ferry again and Björn is joining me for the long walk. It was maybe 100 meters, so awesome. And the cars are already driving aboard, so that's nice. And it's a really nice harbor that they have over there. Didn't get to see much of it though. Bit windy. A bit windy. I chose the elevator to go up this time. I don't want this on the stairs. Is it moving?
It feels like it.
Oh, it's very quiet. Oh, yeah.
Very slow.
Okay, that was probably the shortest trip to Sweden or any other country I've ever been in. And I got a passport key card for my cabin this time because I don't want to drive the server around on board the ship because it's not that handy. Well, it isn't actually that unhandy, but for ease of use I got the cabin. But this was awesome. It was a very short meeting with Björn, so I almost feel bad. Thank you very much, Björn. I know you're watching this. Thank you. We have to get another elevator to get on. Good thing there's no discs in that server. Out here is the boat. And I have to hit it! These elevators are very small. I don't think they are planning on having very many people here. Going up. Oh, there we are. Hi! Awesome. Okay, I'm on the way down on this yellow elevator and I'm going all the way down to the
car deck
floor here, and I have to take the stairs one floor further down to get down to the cabins. I do wonder how that's that small stair. That sucks. I'll see if I can manage that. That's not gonna be with the camera though. Holy crap. I'm pretty sure I probably got the worst cabin ever. Look at that stair. It's a wall. Oh, well, let's see if we can find the cabin. Need to find which number it has. Oh, cabin 2503. Okay. Hopefully it's not that far. I see 02, 04, 03. That must be me. It's a bit heavy to the wrong side. Okay. Probably that way. Oh shit, that's small. Okay. It's gonna be home for the next 4 hours. Oh. Oh. Cool. Very nice. I doubted that there's room service down here. My own cabin. Oh, I think there's a bathroom as well. There is. I could have a really long shower, like 4 hours long. That's not too shabby. There we are again. Hello. La-da-dee-da-da-dee. Okay, that's not bad. The cabin here was, I think it was 185 Danish kroners. I think it's less. Oh, it's somewhere between $20 and $30 ish. So that's fine. Okay. This is very much like a prison cell. Sounds like a prison cell as well. But it's actually very nice to get a bed and be able to lay down. But I have also ordered the buffet on the trip back home. I don't think I've told the story, but well, Björn, that we just met, he wrote to me on my email for business use only and offered me this server that I just picked up. And the only catch was that I had to pay for it to get it to Denmark. So I was looking at the post office service and found out that a server shipped from Sweden, that would be someone picking it up and delivering it to me, that would cost 500 Danish kroners, which is not expensive. It would actually be done by a pretty good service provider like UPS or FedEx or something like that. That would be awesome as well. But then I found out that he was living near Varberg, which is just on the other side of the channel, and this ferry goes from Grenå to Varberg in 4 hours. And then I thought, well, maybe it's cheaper to just go pick it up. And I went in on their webpage and I found out that a ticket on this ferry was like 50 kroners. That's like $8. And $8 to go back to. So it was 105 Danish kroners for a return ticket, which is a fifth of the price of getting the server shipped to me. So I thought that I would just make a trip out of it. And then I thought, well, when I come back with a server, I actually want somewhere to put it. So I checked the prices for these cabins. This is not bad for a bed to lay in for the entire trip home. But I also thought I will be hungry when I'm going back. So I ordered the buffet. And I have to go figure out how to do that, how you go eat, because I don't want to hang out here all the time. It is mighty nice to have it. Well, so it's not all relaxation. I just took off the tape. Look at that. I don't have any tape to tape this back on, so I very carefully unwrapped the tape on the bag that Björn has put this in. So I thought we should do an unbagging and see what. I think we need the light from the bathroom as well. These cabins are not made for filming, so we will use the lights out here to make a better view in here. Kind of. Maybe there is some more lights. Camera light 1, camera light 2. This one. Oh yeah. Now we have all the lights. Best camera position ever. So we're gonna release the bag. This. Björn has wrapped it in some kind of something. Cool. And here is the server. And oh, it looks very nice. Cool. It's clean and everything. In the front we have some hard drive bays. Björn did say that there were no hard drives with this. There's a couple of fillers, and over here there is doesn't look like there's any backplane back there. Nope, it has room for probably 4 hard drives here. Yeah, there is backplane for the first 4 hard drives. That's a new. Oh, there's cables for the next backplane in there. And that one. I don't know if it should fit. Ah, who cares? And it's the System X3550 M4. IBM made these, and Lenovo bought the rights and the service and all that on these servers. It has a little diagnostics panel, just like the X3650. Actually, this part looks very familiar, so that's cool. And here are the model number is the 7914, and this is an E1G. Okay, let's turn the server around. see the back of it. Oh, there is a lot of ports here. We have a management port, IMM2 adapter. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 network ports. We have 4 USB 2 connectors right there. We have a serial connector right there, and we have 1. It looks like we have 2 PCI Express ports. One here, number 1, number 2 here, which looks like to be full height. This looks to be the low form factor. We'll see that when we get in here. There is room for extra network cards, the 10 gigabits, and power supplies. I do believe these are exactly the same as are in the 3650, so that's very nice, awesome. I'll have to check that when I get home. We're not even, the boat is not even sailing yet, and I'm already looking at this server. So, oh, 2 power supplies, and they are good for, let's see, they are 80 plus platinum. Yeah, all the way from 100 to 127 volts, or 200 to 240 volts. So this could work both in the United States and here in Europe. So very nice design, and they're 550 watts each. So let's open up the beast. I have actually never had my hands on one of these. So, oh, it has a nice little rate controller there, and a cover for the RAM there. And Björn did say that there was an awesome amount of memory in this server. It comes with some kind of a 2 gigahertz processor. He wasn't totally clear if this was an E3 or an E5. Oh, I guess we could have a look to see that. I don't have anything to wipe that off with, do I? Oh, I could get some toilet paper. Just a second. This cabin comes fully equipped with server maintenance equipment. Okay, so let's clean this off. Oh, it's bone dry, so no harm in removing that. And what do we have? We have a E5 26. Is that a 03? It's very hard to see in the light. I think it's a 03. It says it's a 1.8 gigahertz processor. It's probably an entry-level CPU, the bare minimum that you can get in a server like this. It's okay. Still an awesome server. I'm just gonna clean this as well now that we are at it. Don't want it down into the server, but don't want it on the floor of the it's not a hotel, of the cabin either. I'm not like that. I have to remember to put some new stuff on. Could you remind me? Awesome, we'll put that back in. See, it goes that way. It's a tiny heatsink. It's not very high. I don't know if this server is able to take the really big processors, or well, I would have to look into that. Then we have the RAM, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks of 8 gigabytes DDR3 RAM, 8 gigabyte 2RX4 PC3, and it's 12,800R RAM. That's actually pretty cool because I have some 16 gigabyte blocks, and I actually wanted some 8 gigabyte blocks for doing some more of my memory balancing test. So this is awesome, and it's original IBM RAM. Awesome. I'm gonna put that back in. The server looks really awesome. It looks brand new and everything. Otherwise, I'll be back when he's done.
Welcome aboard, this is Captain and my name is Joachim Nachtwey. We plan to arrive Grenå 10 minutes to 11 o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, up here we have the backplane of the server. And there is 2 wires that supply power and some some communication for the system board. Then there is a cable that goes over here to the rate controller right now. There is also a rate controller here on the system board. I do not know if that is occupied. It looks like it's very flush here. I don't know if there's a cable available that can go in here and go into that one. I don't know why they put a rate controller like that in for 2 drives. So it seems that the noise level is not gonna be better than this. It was a cheap cabin. So let's see what we have. We have this rate controller here. I don't know if that the built-in rate controller here would be available on this board, or if it would be possible to get a connector that would go in here and bend off fast enough so that it wouldn't get in compilation or be destroyed by the cover that comes on. That might be why it's using this rate controller. I'm not sure if that's available. Over here we have a riser card. This is the full height riser card. Maybe just pull on that one. They made it for the same. And we have a slot 2, and it's a PCI Express 3. I don't know why they call that 3. It's an X8 and it supplies 25 watts. Also there is a power plug down here. Another 75 watts is available in that connector. And let's see the other plug here, or the other riser card. Let's get that in view. The other riser card here. There. That's a cute little tiny. Oh, that's in slot 1 is a PCIe 3x16. So there is 16, 8, 4 and 1 PCI Express slots available. PCI Express lanes available there, and it can supply 75 watts. Awesome. Here is the bootable USB stick. You put it in that way on this server. It doesn't look like this motherboard is the same as in the x3650. I thought that they made those motherboards alike so that they could switch between them, but it doesn't seem like that. On the 3650 there is a power connector with 8 pins available. Don't know if it's over here or if it's there. And then there is another one available over here somewhere. And this server does not have that either. So the system board is not the same on the 2 servers. I have noticed something that I think might be why this server is not working. Some of these jumpers are in the wrong positions. I don't know if you know this, but these jumpers, let's zoom in on this one down here. Okay, here is a tiny little jumper, and this one says low security. And the default is the low security is probably on. And there is a tiny little arrow on the jumper here that marks that this is the default position, and this jumper is not in that position. So I am guessing that someone has had some trouble with this server and they moved the jumpers around, because up here there are some more important jumpers that are placed wrong, like the IMM adapter. That jumper is set as temporary something like reset state, and well, more of them are in the wrong position as of default. So that's probably something that I can go and look into. I do believe that's the case, that little error on the jumper is default settings. So you know when the jumper is in that position, well, this is the factory default. I was just looking at this riser card over here and wondering how big of a card you can really put in here, because it's not very high, and you get in compilation with this plug right here. Does that come up? Not on a good day. I jammed that down there somewhere. I have to figure that out. But card coming out here. I have no idea. It might be possible to put in a tiny graphics card, but that's not really where you want it. It would be a lot better to have the graphics card over here, where there is a lot more room for it. We have room here for the extra 10 gigabit Ethernet card. I did a video where I installed that in the 3650, and it's pretty much the same thing here. I don't remember this plug, if that is used for anything. Oh, the noise level went down. Don't know what this is for right now. I have to look that up. That's curious. Looks like a little thing you can plug in there. Maybe if we take that thing out. It says CPU XDP. Awesome. Have no idea. I would have to look that up. And here we have the RAID controller. It looks like probably an entry-level RAID controller, even though it has 2 plugs, which is really overkill for this server. But as the server is able to do 8 disks, you would need both plugs to actually do that. Maybe that has been a plan. And these ports are port 0 and port 1. So we put this back into port 0. The first port controls the first 4 disks from drive, does it say? From drive 0 to drive 3. Okay, I had to stop the review because I was getting seasick. So now I think I have to leave the cabin and go upstairs and get my buffet. That's available from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, and it's already 7 o'clock. And I do want to get that buffet. I paid 172 Danish crowns for that, so I'm gonna go get that buffet. I'm not gonna bring the camera, but I might take some photos with my telephone just to show a little bit. Okay, so I'm done eating, and I just wanted to show some of the gadgets that I brought with me. I brought this brand new Google mini PC, but unfortunately way down here in the ferry below the car deck, there is absolutely no service, not even the wireless reaches down here. So in the room I can't do anything, but I'm charging my phone. And for those who are patrons, I've already uploaded the first Patreon video from that one, and that was available before I even left that this was coming. For you on YouTube, well, you will see this probably Wednesday. Might be Wednesday, I'm not sure about that. But also feel free to follow me on Twitter thing here. I do occasionally do something on Twitter, and you will also be notified when there is a new video. So join me on Twitter and see if I have anything interesting on this. I do not believe that I have downloaded anything to it, so I think it's probably not very useful without internet down here. You can kind of hear the ferry's sound here. Can you hear it? There's all kind of sounds. Ooh, and it hit another wave, and I'm not very sea strong, so I have to stay in bed here, and it's way better to lay down so that I don't become seasick. I wanted to turn off the lights. I don't know where to do that. I'll just leave it on. They will come and clean this in just a little bit. So we're going that away. And we're gonna go up this killer staircase again. Getting ready to leave now. The ferry is in the harbor and I'm getting off. say something to the
Hey.
world?
Have a nice one, okay?
You too. Back in Denmark. That dude was so nice when we got on board. I'm just waiting for the elevator. Well, it has become dark outside. Okay, going down. And I just talked to the nice guy with the... Well, he was the one on the way in. And he handles the luggage. I could actually just have given him the luggage and I wouldn't have to carry it around on the ferry. And he said that if I ever take this boat again, I should ask him the information. They might allow me to come up and film on the bridge. That would be fun. So I'm going this way out. Let's see. Open sesame. Cool. Now I just have to find my car. Wouldn't you know it, my car is still here. Awesome. So let's get this in the back and get home. I'm sure it will survive that. Okay, we're ready to go home. And I had a little bit better time, so I set up the camera so you can get some of that trip. But I do expect that this video is way too long already, so... Notice the sky, it's not completely dark here. Here, midsummer, it never really becomes pitch black. It's always a little light somewhere. Maybe 2 o'clock at night it might be the darkest, but it doesn't really become, well, pitch black. So here we are, home again, and that took all day. So that's about it for this video. Please give it a like. I got an awesome server and I think there is all the opportunities in the world that I will get this up and running. Bjorn said that he wasn't able to boot the server, but I really believe that those jumpers will be the fault of that. Follow me over at Twitter, but thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.